Every day, humans contribute to the economy. The economy has many different manifestations. There are capitalist enterprises. Capitalist enterprises are certainly the most noticeable portion of the economy. The goal of capitalist business is to make profit through the use of wage labor. However, to fully understand the breadth of the entire economic system, non-capitalist sectors of the economy must be examined as well. Any activities ranging from volunteer work to slave labor are alternative forms of the economy. In many ways, churches are examples of a diverse economy. These are nonprofit institutions that often contribute services to communities that they serve. Take, for example, the Unitarian Universalist Church in Amherst, Massachusetts. A significant portion of the church's funding comes from the church members themselves. The yearly budget is around $120,000, and the budget breaks even. About $6,000 of this total comes from the collection plate, which is collected at every service. This is an example of a weekly gift in a non-market transaction. Other sources of funding comes from renting out space in the basement of the church and using the parking lot for the town of Amherst. Although much of the funding comes in the form of gifts, the administration of the church is accomplished through wage labor. This is an example of non-capitalist economic activity contributing to wage labor. The money that is used to pay the small group of workers is made possible by gift giving. The church employs up to 9 workers. These include the reverend, office workers, sexton, musicians, and 3 religious educators. As a church, there is heavy emphasis on volunteer work in both the church community and the Pioneer Valley community. The church provides invaluable services that truly make a positive impact. For example, the church runs a caring committee. This is comprised of church members who volunteer to aid other members of the church. This is especially necessary for some of the older members of the church. The caring committee will give rise to church services when necessary and will visit and socialize with shy members of the congregation. The caring committee fosters a sense of community and also provides important services. The church secretary, Judy Michalka, likens the work of the church to the support system found in a small village. Everyone looks out for one another and volunteers their money and time to help those who need it. This particular economic model of volunteering for the common good comes from the church's ideology. The UU Church emphasizes working for human dignity and a better world. The church's goal is to make the world a better place, whereas the goal of capitalist enterprises is to make money. Many of the above issues are addressed in the volunteer activities of the church. The church aids homeless members of the community and also volunteers their time on environmental issues with projects such as the annual cleanup of the Connecticut River. The UU Church is attractive to a certain type of person and a certain personality. Someone who is passionate about helping others and being part of a community is more likely to join a UU Church. Take, for example, this quote from a UU pamphlet. "We seek to act as a moral force in the world, believing that ethical living is the supreme witness of religion." This philosophy is why there is such a great emphasis on volunteer work. There are advantages and disadvantages to the church's economic activities. The recent economic downturn, for example, has cut into the church's finances. There are less people willing to contribute to the collection plate each week. Since church funding is largely derived from the generosity of members, this has been a major problem. However, there is also strength in this economic system. Gift giving and volunteering are examples of what J.K. Gibson called community economy. The community economy is, to some extent, a normative representation of the diverse economy, one in which certain ethics are valued over others. This definition of community economy fits in with the actions of the UU Church. Ethics of charity play a major role in the volunteer work of the church. Gibson Graham defines gift giving as a non-market transaction. Volunteer work is defined as unpaid labor. These same church members engage in a form of labor that provides much-needed services to